Hello and welcome back. Well, you all know the score. I done goofed up. I did the entire mission that we're about to do. And it was all for naught at the end because Miranda died, and I'm not having that. But thanks to the power of Google, which I really should have just used in the first place, we figured out why I couldn't find Miranda in the Spectre offices. It's because she wasn't in the Spectre offices, but a control terminal was. So, yeah. Now, of course, before we go to Sanctuary and do the mission, I still have a little bit of space exploration to do. I'm sure you're very interested in all of this. It has to happen, though.
Signal confirmed.
Okay, we found the stuff. If I can just nab it quickly, the Reapers will not be a problem. So, Ilium. Ilium is a classic garden world, an entrepot between the Terminus systems and the Asari republics. To abet this trade, the normally stringent custom laws of Council Space on product safety, prescribed materials and sapient trafficking are relaxed. The world is hot and massive. Ground settlement is only possible at the higher polar latitudes. In more equatorial locations, the population is housed in arcology skyscrapers to escape the heat of the surface. Reaper forces met a surprising amount of resistance at Ilium. Its leaders were paranoid about keeping their fortunes and were influential in both Terminus and Citadel space. They acquired a large defense fleet and a high number of fission weapons, and in the brief space battle used them on the Reaper fleet's troop transports rather than their near-impervious capital ships. As a result, the inevitable ground invasion has been slow to a crawl, as the Reapers manufacture more troops. Well, good heaven, Miss Bevan. Ilium's doing well for itself, which is always good to know, because we have fond memories of Ilium. We have achieved some liquid assets. I suppose that means booze? I don't know. Point is, we have achieved them, we have acquired them, they are ours, and now we're going to head to Lusan, see what's going on there. Boop! Welcome to Lusan. Alright, if I remember correctly,
I found something.
there's nothing there, so I won't even bother. There is fuel here, and now, I believe the next thing was here. There you are. And the salvage does some credits, but I'm going to read it anyway. Lusan's heat pummels the Nirana belt, a ring of protoplanetary material relatively close to the star. However, this heat is not enough to instigate true melting as occurs in a planet's formation, so carbonaceous asteroids such as Bayolt retain a primitive makeup. Bayolt has yet to be explored, so the Reapers appear to have ignored it. Probe suggests it is high in chrondites and troilite. Something like that. So yeah, there we go. Reapers didn't even get a whiff of us. Pardon me. So, that one's done. I cannot claim that my memory will be as good in the next system. But bear with me all the same. Because the quicker we get this done, the quicker we can go to Sanctuary and have a good time. To the Hourglass Nebula. And as far as I know, this is the very last nebula. So is there anything on Olokun? Ooh, that's a good idea. I'll look at the planets' names, because I'm going to recognize them. Alright, well we all heard that, didn't we?
Signal confirmed.
Good. So we heard the beep that betrayed the location of wreckage. I did not remember Irenli, so there you go, my plan has failed. Irenli is a garden world in its last stages of habitability. While its soil still supports agriculture, its animal biodiversity has fallen to record lows, and the most successful remaining life is toxic blue-green algae and insect-like pest species. A large Solarian colony is trying to restore biodiversity to the planet, but setbacks are a fact of life. Mineral and fuel mining remains lucrative, however, and Erenle has a thriving spaceport that refuels many ships passing into the Terminus systems. And indeed, setbacks are a fact of life, as I have discovered today. What with the fact that I've done all this before, but I was set back by my own inability to figure out what the heck I was supposed to do beforehand. So let's go to Ploitari. This is a bit of a bigger system, I hope you don't mind. Alright, let's look at the planet's names. I don't remember that name. Don't remember that name. Don't remember that name. Don't remember that name. So my plan really is just a complete failure. Of course I remember Xanathu now. Come on, you've got to put more thought into this. Anyway, believed to be a post-garden world, Xanathu has large deposits of calcium carbonate in sedimentary rocks, indicating it may have once had plate tectonics and even plant life. Its swirling clouds of dust and snow may have occurred more recently and blocked the sun, creating a mass extinction event. Its surface gravity is comfortable, and its temperature tolerable by most sapient species. There we are. I can read and I can speak. I can do everything that justifies having this as a hobby. So there we go, nice little itty-bitty place there. Only one asset to acquire, which is fine by us, and now, Shabeep. Let's see what we've got here. I definitely don't remember Thurisaz. I'll say them out loud, that'll help me. Uraz, don't remember Uraz. Kenaz, don't remember Kenaz. Hagalaz, I do remember Hagalaz.
Signal confirmed.
And so should you, it's where Lair of the Shadow Broker took place, or at least the latter half of it. Hagalaz is a second-tier garden world that receives little attention from the galactic community. A Solarian mining expedition initially discovered the planet, which was promptly strong-armed away from them by organised crime figures. Hagalaz's exploration rights were then sold to the highest bidder, which led to a brief burst of mining colonies in the 2000s, but most of those were abandoned when other planets were found with more accessible resources. Though Hagalaz has nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere capable of supporting life, its rotational period is slower than Earth's, making its day and night 98 Earth days long. The intense heat on one side of the planet and the extreme cold on the other make for violent storm cells wherever the sun is rising or setting. As a result, the flora and fauna of Hagalaz have developed the capability to live in cycles of ice, flooding, baking heat, and dramatic air pressure changes. The biota of the planet has been largely unexplored by the exotic pet and gardening trades, since simulating their natural conditions is problematic for the average consumer. Well, there you go. Well, there's just nothing there, is there? Damn your deceptive ways. Come on. There you go. Got the Shadow Broker support team that I guess Liara just left behind last time. Alright. Now... Oh! Shit, where was this next bit? I'm sure it was just... I missed this whole planet! Now I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die because I'm lost. I don't know what I'm doing. Reapers, no! Reapers. Well, guys, people, friends, I'm so sorry. My memory has failed me. And in turn has failed you.
Signal confirmed.
There we go. I knew the other bit was just a space bit. But of course, I can't remember where these space bits are. Okay. Let's grab that support team once. Oh yeah, you've got to scan it first. Okay, so support team. You're here? Yeah, no. Support team. This is why Liara left you behind in the first place. Come on. Alright, and now we are out of here. Go, 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 go. And now to Faryar. How Faryar? Okay, so Antarctica, Tungafel, Quarum, Daratar, Nephros, Allingen. Well, so far none of these ring a bell, and that's just not good. Will you be the one? Wenram! No, there's nothing in Wenram, I just liked the name. That's what I remember. Okay, guys. People. I've got to stop saying guys. I have to be more gender neutral. Oh, there we go. Allingen. Allingen, Deceptive, was so named by Solarian scouts because as their probes landed on the planet, their instruments started going awry. This turned out to be due to the high concentration of magnetically active periclase, magnesia, in the core and crust of the planet. This interferes with scans and broadcasts, which has given rise to countless spacer stories of pirates lying in wait in Ellingen's magnetosphere, or crashed ships with untold fortunes stranded on the surface. In reality, any pirates would have a hard time locating prey amongst all the interference, and would live lives cut off from the rest of the galaxy, as the magnetosphere kills extraplanetary communication. Ellingen's other natural features are a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide, spectacular dry ice formations, and xenon gas, which can be skimmed from the upper atmosphere and used in ion thrusters. I do remember this place, but clearly I just don't. My memory is worthless, just like me. Alright, we've got some Shadow Broker starship tech, and come on, let me investigate. Alright, that Reaper looked awful close, didn't it? Fuck you, Reaper. Oh,
Evasion successful.
there you go. So now we're done with all that, we can head on over to the Shadow Sea and have ourselves a real good time. Zoom. And of course, good old planet Horizon, we remember it well. A temperate world that has hit the sweet spot for carbon-based life, Horizon has a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere maintained by abundant plants and bacteria. Its soil is particularly compatible with Earth vegetation, and so a thriving human community has sprung up. Horizon's population is in flux. A collector attack in 2185 inflicted significant casualties, but refugees have been streaming to the planet since the Reaper invasion began. Since many land illegally, there is no way to accurately track population. Although many colonists resent the newcomers, others have embraced Horizon's new role. Advertisements for Sanctuary, its main refugee center, can be seen galaxy-wide. Let's do this. I will try and pretend I haven't done this before, and come at everything with a fresh perspective. Of course, knowing me, I will have just forgotten everything and be surprised all over again. So these are the guys that I determined are going to join me in this mission. Garrus and Liara. Garrus because he's my boyf, and Liara because she is good at decryption and figuring out what's going on with stuff. Do you feel me? So, these are the last points we'll ever spend because we're level 60 now. Isn't that sad? Let's upgrade your power, Garrus. That's good. And Liara, let's upgrade that warp ammo of yours. There we go.
What do we know, Shepard?
EDI, the Sanctuary facility was devoted to aiding refugees from Reaper-controlled systems. The facility went offline recently, and no communications have come or gone since. It is unclear why Kai Lang or Cerberus would be interested in Sanctuary.
If there's a clue to Cerberus here, we find it.
Ma'am, I'm picking up a signal from the facility. It's weak, but I'll try to boost it.
This is Oriana Lawson. Stay away from Sanctuary. It's not what it seems. Please, you must listen to me. They're using...
Oriana. That's Miranda's sister. If she's here, Miranda can't be far away.
That's our link to Cerberus.
Approaching the LZ. Seeing some damage, Commander, but no activity.
Cerberus does not get the jump on us this time. Stay sharp, people.
Pretty big mess, Shepard. Lots of combat.
Yeah, but who is fighting?
Isn't this place pretty? Is that even a tower, or is it just a fin to show off how pretty it is? I don't even know. But good old Alliance buildings. Bit pockmarked, but otherwise lovely.
Everyone hear that?
Yes, radio's offline. Something's jamming our signals.
Explains no comms leaving the facility.
Evidently, before people evacuated, they left loads of loose papers flying around. Because they're littering scum. What's going on? Oh.
You see the harvester?
I saw it!
Did indeed. Let's shout louder so that it hears us and comes back. Oh, phantoms where? They're snipers. Where are the phantoms? Can't it? Ow.